everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be giving my husband Luis a foot massage. So I wanted to give Luis a foot massage just to appreciate his hard work. He does work every single day, Monday through Sunday. So this is just a way to show my appreciation for him as a thankful wife for all of his hard work. So I have him outside. I'm going to do it outside because I didn't want to make a mess inside. But he's currently remojando his feet right now in the tub. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to wash his feet. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so I'm outside now with Luis. He's, what's that called? Soaking his feet. We're outside on our porch right now. I brought a little stool so I could sit here. I think this is a good angle. I'm in my scrubs because I'm going to get dirty. So don't judge me. I came home from work and I'm going to just keep them on because he's basically my patient, okay?
Oh.
So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be using. So I have this foot shaver right here. I got this from TJ Maxx by the brand Kala. This is for like his heels to take off any dead skin. And then the next thing that I have is this exfoliator. I showed this in my haul. If you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. And then this is what I'm gonna be using to scrub his feet, the exfoliating gloves. So in the bucket there's water and soap, so I'm gonna be scrubbing them. Then I'm gonna use this one, and then I'm gonna use this one. So I'm gonna start by scrubbing them, okay, babe?
Okay.
And he just showered, so they're clean. I'm just gonna scrub them for the experience. Okay, guys, so I brought you in closer so you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and scrub his feet, and he's gonna tell you about his day at work today and why he deserves a massage.
I had a situation. I bought a new pair of boots yesterday for work, and I made the biggest mistake ever because I took them so I could wear them, right? And I had forgotten about breaking boots in, and so that was the only pair I took with me. I didn't know that I was gonna take them off or anything. So then by like 8 o'clock, well, I clock in at 6, but by 8 o'clock, bro, I went to my foreman and I told him that, bro, I'm leaving. And he was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
You were gonna leave work?
Well, no, at first he was like, yeah, it was, dude.
Because of your boots?
It was hurting so bad. I couldn't take it.
Tomas.
So I told my foreman that I needed to go home, and he like laughed it off. And then I told him again. I was like, "Yo, dude, where's the general foreman? Like, where's he at?" It was like, "Oh, like you're being serious." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not gonna stay here with my feet hurting like this." And so then after he was like, sorry. After some random dude overheard. And he had an extra pair of boots in his truck, and so what we did is I used his boots all day, and I got off till 4. It was a fun experience.
So we're gonna be answering questions since we have time right now. My spam asked us questions, so I'm gonna be answering them with Luis right now. First question is, when do you plan for a baby? We're not planning at the moment. We're just waiting for God's timing, because I mean, I would like for Luis to graduate first because he is in trade school right now. He's in electrical trade school, and it would be best if he finishes that so that, you know, he's not stressed and helping me with the baby, studying in school, working and all that. So that would be ideal. But I mean, whenever God sends us one is when it'll happen, and we're gonna be happy anyway. We're not opposed to it. We want a little bit of time since we just moved in, but we're not doing anything to prevent it. Next question is, how do I feel being an aunt? And honestly, I was really shocked when I found out, because I don't think anybody was expecting this from my sister. My sister Emmeline is pregnant and she is due in November. And I'm really, really excited because, I don't know, that's just so exciting. Like, when I found out, it was really exciting. I do miss her, though. It sucks that she's not here with us. Her man is in Mexico, so she went over there. And I'm hoping she comes to Texas to have the baby, and then we're all going to go see her. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a blessing. Yeah, we're all happy nonetheless. And we're very excited for our new family member. Due in November. It is a baby boy, and yeah, I just really hope we can go see her when she has him. But it's sad not being able to share her pregnant moments with her. I just wish she was here. Like, I wish we could throw her a baby shower. I wish we could like take her out for her cravings and all that. But I mean, she's with her man. It's best that they're together, you know, being there for the baby. So yeah, I'm just glad she's okay, and I'm excited for my nephew. Next question is, how did our parents react to getting married young? Do you want to answer that one?
So my parents were sort of like fully against it, but
They were not against.
well, not against it. My dad was super supportive. My mom didn't want me to, like, she always told me don't get married young. But my dad was happy because I'm trying to like
Settle down
or like do something with my life at such a young age, and I think they're proud of me. So as things started playing out, they were super supportive. They went and talked to both these parents. Really awkward, by the way, but yeah, they went and la pidieron. Yeah, everything went well and todo se fue dando y...
Yeah, my parents, on the other hand, they didn't love the idea, especially my mom. I mean, my mom, I'm very close with my mom, especially when I lived with her. My mom was just like, you know, my best friend, and she was just very sad that I was leaving. So that was like her reaction to it. She was just very sad. She didn't want me to leave. But then she became supportive, you know. She would do little things that showed me her support, like when I was collecting all my stuff. Because before I moved out, I was like collecting like trastes. I was like buying like house decor, stuff like that, so that when we moved in, I had like our basic necessities. And I would notice that like she would walk in and just like leave a thing or two. If she went shopping, she would get me like a cuchara or like a pan, a pot, stuff like that. And my dad never really said anything about it. And then, you know, obviously when Luis's parents went to go talk to mine so that we could get married, that's when like it became real to him. But he didn't get mad or anything. He tried to like, you know, be supportive, but obviously I guess it was sad for him too, again, because I'm the youngest. He's pretty overprotective about us, so I think that's what it was. But he heard out my suegros and he eventually agreed, you know, to letting us get married, and everything after that, he was pretty supportive. And then our wedding day that just happened at the party, he had a blast. And we are pretty young. I mean, we got married at civil at 18? 19. We got married at civil at 19, which is pretty young. We bought our house at 19. We're still paying it off. We're now 20. We've been living here for about a year. Well, yeah, a little over a year. We moved in last July. We got married at civil in June, but we didn't move in together until the house was like done, because we had to repair it, you know. We got all our furniture and stuff, and then we moved in. We're honestly very blessed to have everything that we have at our young age, but I mean, we did both work from a young age, and we were able to save up enough and be on our own, which I think is healthy. In regards to my parents, I have a better relationship with them now that I don't live with them. My mom was just toxic when I lived with her.
Stop, you can't say that.
No, but she knows I love her. She was just toxica. That's how she is. So we have a healthy relationship now that I don't live with her. You know, y cuando nos vemos con gusto. And I love having my own space. Okay, so I'm done scrubbing his feet. Did it feel good?
Yeah.
So next I'm going to exfoliate his feet. I'm going to keep them in the water so that they continue to soften. We're going to go in with... Alright, so I'm going to go in with this next. Let me go ahead and open it. Alright, so this is it. It feels like a little... como que se está deshaciendo kind of thing. But I think that's the material to like buff it out.
Shout out AJ.
It doesn't focus.
Oh no, that's not.
I'll buy a better phone soon. Don't worry. I'm saving up. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this one. So lift up your foot, babe. So I'm going to start buffing it. Does it tickle? Does it tickle?
Ah!
It tickles?
Yeah.
I'm no professional, y'all. I'm just doing it so that he feels taken care of. He does electrical Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday. And his shift usually starts at 6 a.m. So he's usually out the house from 4 to 5 a.m. And then on the weekends he cuts hair, sometimes in the afternoons as well. Mostly towards the weekend, like Friday night, Thursday night, he'll start cutting. And then he'll cut Saturday and Sunday mornings. And then he's in trade school too, so. Okay, switch foots. Oh, we were answering questions, sorry. Next question. Next question is, how did me and Luis meet? You want to tell them?
No, I think you're better at telling the story than I am.
So how did we meet?
You know, I know.
So, my obsession with Luis started.
Oh.
Philly started playing soccer when he was really little. He's probably like, what, 8?
I don't know.
Probably 8 or younger. And we would take Philly to soccer practice, which was at Stonewall Middle School. And when Philly would be practicing, or like at his games, I would see Luis there because he would play there. Obviously, he was older. He wouldn't play with Philly, but like because we were there for Philly, I would see Luis, you know, doing his own thing. And that's when I had a crush on him. So my crush on him started probably like 6th grade. And I loved him ever since. So that's where my crush started on Luis. But Luis never liked me back, y'all. Can y'all believe that? And basically, like, no me pelaba. I was always after him.
That's
even
not true.
Yes, it is. Even my suegra told me that she would notice, like, that I wanted her son. And Luis just, he never reacted. Nunca me correspondió, like, nothing. And then came 2019. He, like, finally, like, started texting me. He started, like, calling me cute. He was being all cursi and shit. So we started talking. Tell me why Luis ghosted me, like, a week or 2 later after we started talking, dude. I was so heartbroken, guys. So I couldn't believe it. Y'all, look at Mona. She's so cute.
You can't see me.
Mona. You can see her. You can see her. Y'all see my bunny? She's over there. She's playing in the yard. I was so upset. Like, how you gonna call me cute and, like, get me ilusionada after years of wanting you, and then you're gonna ghost me?
You're fucking trash.
Why did you ghost me?
I would say because, I don't know, I was kind of young and I wasn't ready.
We were 14, y'all.
I wasn't fully ready to be committed yet, and I knew she was super serious. She would want to get married at like 15. If
No,
I
I would not.
I thought they were very serious, and maybe I just thought it wasn't the right time yet.
Then, well, that's how we met, though, at the soccer field. That's how we met. And he's also cousins with my very close friend, Jimena. So, like, she would take me to, like, her family parties and stuff like that. And I'd just be like looking at him and shit. But yeah, I would go with Jimena to, like, you know, the family parties, the birthdays, and stuff. And I would see him there, y, like, me lo saboreaba, and, like, he just didn't want me and stuff, like, you know.
Chiquita, ¿cómo vas a andar saboreando?
First day I saw him, I was like,
Ya
aquí
ni me
soy,
pelas,
you know.
Ya ni me pelas.
I was like, este gordito me fascina. And he reached out to me, like, years later, and we started talking. We talked for a while, like, unofficially, just because, like, my parents didn't want to let me be official yet. But we were just talking, and then he asked me out. Then we got engaged. Now we're married. Okay, so I'm done using this thingy. I think I buffed them out enough. Now, we're going to go in with this one to take off, like, the for real dead skin, okay? So, next question. Oh. So I'm going to use this on his heels, and it's supposed to catch, like, the dead skin in the little tray thing behind here. Can you wet them again? Okay, so next question was, what is the key to a healthy relationship? And the answer is that we don't have a healthy relationship.
My marriage is falling apart.
Our marriage is not falling apart. The thing is that, so we just started living together, and we love each other. We just bicker a lot, you know, like, we're still getting used to, you know, being with each other every day, like, obviously living together because, you know, cuando sales de novio todo es bonito, you know, you just go out, you see each other for a little bit, and you go back home. But now it's like, you know, I have to, like, well, I don't have to, I'm happy to, like, cook for him, you know, I clean the house, and he works, and I work, and just trying to...
I hope he's clean and stuff, too.
Yes.
The only thing, though, that I will say is that
Oh, yeah, let me start.
she has her her expectations on how things need to be done. So that's the hard part, is that,
Let me know if it hurts.
yeah, the biggest thing is that she has her way of doing things and then I have my way. And she's like clean to an extent and I'm like clean to my extent.
To no extent.
No.
His clean is no extent.
Her standards are just too high, I believe. But I'm really grateful for her because she helps me out a lot. There's days where I actually like genuinely have no time to get stuff done around the house, and so I understand like she works too, but it helps me out a lot because like when my clients come in or when I'm at work, everybody compliments me that my house is always clean and that it smells good.
Yeah, so I think we're just in that stage where we're getting used to each other, you know. I feel like I would handle it a lot better if I didn't work, you know what I mean? Because it's like you work a full-time job and then you get home and you have your job at home. So I feel like that's what makes it a little bit difficult. Like, if I were a stay-at-home wife, I feel like I would manage it a little bit better, you know. You're able to, like, get things done throughout the day. But I'm away from my house. Like, I leave, you know, 7:30. And I don't come back until like 5:30. So then I only have so much time, and it's like you have to make dinner and clean and catch up on laundry from 5:30 to like 9 is when I start getting ready for bed. So it's like you're at work most of the day, and that's what makes it a little bit hard for me, and that's what took me so long to get used to. Like, I feel like by now I did find my routine, but like at first I was like, what the heck? Like, when do I, you know, when do I do this? When do I do that? So it's a routine that I got into.
I mean, but the thing too is that when you get like into cleaning, you're like, okay, I'm gonna just do this, and you end up cleaning the whole damn house in a night.
Well,
and
yeah,
that's what I don't understand. Why don't you split it up day by day? Or...
I do. But
No,
sometimes
they
makes
gotta,
it fiddle. Like,
yeah.
like I go into the bathroom to wash the toilet. If you wash the toilet, you have to wash the sink. If you wash the sink, I have to do the carpets, and then if I'm doing that carpet, I might as well do all the carpets. And if I sweep the bathroom, I might as well sweep the whole house, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, it's never ending, you know. So sometimes, yeah, I get it.
Well, that's the thing. You need to realize that it's like never ending. I mean, whether you do it a day before or a day after, like it's gonna be there anyways.
Yeah, so that's just me, like being like a clean freak sometimes, but I feel like my house being clean is just my peace. Like, there is no better feeling than my house being clean. And it's really just for my mental health, because if my house is a mess, my mind's a mess. Like, I cannot focus, I cannot think straight, I cannot do nothing if my house is a mess. So having my house clean, like lighting that candle when you're done cleaning, and like just like breathing it in, just like nothing compares to it. But anyway, what was the question? Oh, what is the key to a healthy relationship? So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we're in the moment where we're like bickering a lot. We're getting used to each other, but I'd say we're getting there. We're getting there to the healthy relationship, and that's what getting married a la iglesia is all about. You know, you go to classes, they teach you how to overcome your issues. They teach you how to put God in the center of your relationship, which helps a lot. You know, going to church together, praying together, He really does need to be the center of your relationship for it to work. And, you know, whenever we have problems, we try to talk it out. You know, it's something to get used to, but we're doing our best. So I would just say, like, if y'all want advice for a healthy relationship, definitely communication, but also understanding. Porque no te ganas nada if you communicate and y'all don't understand each other after you communicate. Do things together that, like, you know, enrich the relationship, that, you know, quality time more than anything.
I would say understanding one another, and more importantly, be willing to learn and accept different things, because not everything,
Like, be open.
be open-minded, because not everything can go the way you want it. And sometimes you create an image in your head and you want things to be a certain way, but in reality the other person isn't thinking what you're thinking. And so not always is it gonna be perfect, or not always are you gonna have the same energy. People get tired, people feel good.
That is true. You know, when one of us feels 100, the other may feel at 0. Sometimes we're 50-50. Sometimes we're both at 100. We're both feeling good, which is great. Sometimes you're both feeling down. And it's really just about complimenting one another, bringing each other up when the other one feels down, and get through whatever issue you guys are going through together, because you guys need to remember that when it's you and your partner, it's you guys versus the problem, not you guys versus... Oh, look at Mona, guys. Di hi. Diles hi, Monita. Hey, Moisa. Hey, Moisa. Saluda, YouTube. ¿Qué tal, Cheno? I moved her stuff because we're here, but she came to hang out with us. She's so cute. As I was saying, it's you and your partner versus the problem, not you versus your partner. So that's something that you guys have to remember. Monita. Hey, Moisa. ¿Qué está haciendo?
She's huge.
She's so cute, y'all. Guys, I got bit by a mosquito. So I'm just massaging with my hand. I do feel a lot smoother, I will say.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, they do. This is your sign to show your man some appreciation, you know. If he works hard for you, if he's always nice to you, you know, just find a way to give back, because yes, men are the providers, but we have to care for them too. You know, we have to be their peace. To have a happy man, you know, yes, they're happy to provide for us, but like, we have to show them that we at least appreciate them, you know, so that they're happy to go to work because there's someone who appreciates it. Because if nobody appreciates it, they're not going to have motivation. Like right now, his feet are all nice and smooth and massaged, and now he's so excited to work tomorrow, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Look, she's shy. Okay, guys, so now that I'm done cleaning and filing down his feet and smoothing them out, I'm going to go ahead and dump out the soapy water. I'm going to rinse his feet, and then we're going to continue. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I got clean water. I'm going to go ahead and dip his feet in so that he can rinse them one more time. Okay. So I'm just going to take off all the soap. Next, for his feet and legs, I'm going to be using this Tree Hut Sugar Scrub. It is in the flavor or scent coconut lime, to continue to massage his feet and as more exfoliation. So another thing that I got asked was story time on my proposal. I could kind of tell that it was coming because I remember going into a jewelry store and him just like having me try some on. So I was like, you know, like weird, but I was like, there's no way, right? Because I mean, we were so young. It was like last year, but like, you know, I didn't really think that he would be down at such a young age. And I mean, he always knew that my dream has always been to be a young wife, to get married young, but I never thought that, you know, he would be down, because I feel like guys mature later on, so I didn't think he would want to. So I didn't think much of it, and he ended up taking a picture when I tried on the ring that he bought me. And then the tulip field came around, because it comes to Noakesville, I think in like March or April, and it came around and he told me that we were gonna go, and I don't know why, like in my head I was like, he's probably gonna propose there. And I actually went to work that day, so I was like, maybe not, because I'm in my work clothes, but I was wrong. So he picked me up at Macy's. I was working at Macy's because I sell fragrances there for a couple brands. So I was working there, and he picked me up from work. And it was funny because my sister was there the whole time, but I never saw her. She was there when he picked me up, and she was taking pictures of us. And she actually followed us all the way to the tulip field. No, I think you bought us some time, right? You took me to like Starbucks. Yeah, he took me to Starbucks and he bought me a drink, and then he gave me a white rose, and I was like, okay, you know, we got Starbucks, and that gave my sister enough time to leave where he picked me up and beat us to the tulip fields because she was waiting there for us. So we get my Starbucks, and then we're on our way to the fields. You know, I have my white rose, and I'm like, you know, it's probably happening. Good thing is I did my makeup that day and my hair looked pretty good. It was funny because we were walking in, and Luis was like, oh, you know, we're here like for two people, and he was like, oh, it looks like two of you guys already checked in. And in my mind I was like, what? But Emmeline was mad because she was like, I specifically told them not to mention that two of us had already checked in. So I guess they all got their tickets together, and I was like who would be here to check in, you know? And Luis was like, nah, like they're confused or whatever, it's a mistake. And then we're walking towards the tulips, and I see my sister's truck, or like the one that she was driving, in the parking lot, and I'm looking and I'm like, is that Emily's truck? And he's like, nah, like, how is it gonna be her truck? Like, there's so many, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, weird. We go, and then right when we were at the pink tulips, I see Emily running up to us with a big old sign, and I'll go ahead and put a picture here. But she came up with a big old sign. It was a big pink sign, and it said, "Will you marry me?" on it. It had pictures of us and stuff. And then, you know, Luis knelt down. Okay. He brought out the ring, and it was funny because he just froze. He literally like knelt down and he was just looking at me like smiling. I was like, "Are you gonna ask me?" Or, and then he was like, "Oh yeah," and then that's when he asked me, you know, "Will you marry me?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Yes, I'll marry you." And yeah, that was our proposal. The pictures are really cute. You know, there's pink tulips like all around us. And then, you know, once I have the ring on, like, we have pictures and stuff. I think you guys have seen it. It's in like next to my vanity. It was very like sencillo, but I feel like that's how, that's just us. And it was sentimental and it was thought out. My sister was there, which I loved. And it was really cute. We went out to eat afterward. And I love my ring. I'm still obsessed with it. Every time that I go get it cleaned, because he got me like a maintenance plan on it. So I go and get it cleaned, and every time like it just shines again, and it's just so pretty. I love my ring. But yeah, he did a good job. Alright guys, so I'm done rinsing off his feet. I'm gonna go ahead and dry them on my towel. So this is the after. I didn't do it before. Wow, look at your feet, babe.
They actually look so clean.
Now that his feet are dry, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lotion. I'm gonna be using this one by Vaseline. It is Essential Healing. I'm gonna apply some on his feet, and we're gonna massage it in and give him a massage. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and massage his feet while we answer the next question. So the next question is, would you guys ever, like, you know, leave and start a new life like somewhere else? For me, no, I would not, because like I grew up here all my life, you know, and I enjoy having our families close to us, especially Luis. I respect that he has a very close bond with his family, which I have grown to have with them over time. I enjoy having everyone close, my parents as well. My parents live a little bit farther away, so we live in the same neighborhood as, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, the kids are being loud. We live in the same neighborhood as Luis's parents. My parents are about 15 to 20 minutes away. I would want to move out of this neighborhood, but not like far, like maybe like 5-10 minutes away max. I wouldn't want to leave Virginia either, just because I enjoy the weather. Like, I feel like we're so lucky to experience all 4 seasons. And, you know, we have winter, summer, fall, and spring, and I just love seeing the seasons change. I love like embracing every holiday, every season, like home decor and all that stuff. I live for that shit. So what about you?
I wouldn't want to move away, just because, I mean, the biggest thing that like everybody thinks about is the cost, but I feel like we're living in an era where we have to adapt to it rather than go somewhere cheap. But if you go or like somewhere where there's cheaper money, like you're gonna be making cheaper money. And I like that I'm close to family and stuff. I would want to move away. I think just like Tuti said, 5 to 10 minutes away.
The only reason I would want to move out of this neighborhood would be for like more space. Like the place itself, the house itself has space. Like está amplio. It's just like parking wise, backyard wise, because like our backyard isn't small, but like I've always dreamed of having like, you know, a big backyard, you know, a trampoline, cookouts, like big enough for like a cookout, like birthday parties and stuff like that, without like neighbor complaints, all that, you know. So that would be my dream. Ideally a rancho. The thing about this neighborhood is that we pay rent. Like, even though the house is ours, we have to pay rent for the lot. You know, we live in a trailer park, so we have to pay rent, and that's what sucks. Because yeah, like if we leave we can sell it, but it's the rent every month that is what, you know, it sucks really. But I love where we are now. I mean, our house is cozy. I love the neighborhood. I love seeing the kids all the time. It's a nice neighborhood, and I mean, Luis grew up here, you know. They have good memories, and like I said, I mean, we have our family, we have our friends, and it's a good location for our jobs. You know, our commutes aren't too far away. All right, babe.
You done?
Se te acabó.
You done? For real? You
Yes.
don't love me no more? You done loving me?
No, I'm done loving you. That was it. It's just for YouTube. Just kidding. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed spending some time with Luis and massaging his feet, showing him some appreciation. Did it feel good?
Yeah, babe, thank you.
You're welcome. Love you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely comment, subscribe, like my video, share, tell your moms and dads to subscribe, your siblings. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. We hit 150 subscribers. I'm so thankful. No, but yeah, I'm so thankful. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.